All right, Morris, may I use this video to post on YouTube for my project?
Yes.
Okay, now, overall, do you think video games have a effect on you academically or not?
No, not really. I just play them, study, or vice versa. That's it.
Gotcha. What are your opinions about video games in general?
Uh, Majority of the video games, depending on how they're made, they're great, fascinating, and entertaining.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Are video games a distraction to students, or does it help them, you think? Or is it like off and on?
Yeah, off and on. One, it depends on the game and the student. Depends on whatever classes they're taking. Maybe some students need to reduce their video game play to study, and others could probably, some I know, can play games and study at the same time and still get good grades.
Which is insane, which I can't do. Do you think UNCC should promote playing video games if they help you relieve stress?
Well, first they'll have to conduct a study first. But if they were to conduct such a study and come up with the conclusion that it does relieve stress, then yes, it would be a great idea to promote video games.
Now, do you think it releases stress in your opinion?
Yes, it does. Depends on the game. Some games keep me calm, others keep me a little riled up, but overall they keep me calm.
All right. Now, do you think video games, or do you think people who play video games are generally angrier than people who don't? Or is it kind of like more of all in the moment playing the video game instead of
Yeah, I would say it's
outside?
on the moment. Really don't see a way around it. Maybe somebody is mad and then we go to the video games to be such their anger. But overall, I really do not believe that video games will make the person angry per se.
Gotcha. Now, do you think video games are too distracting?
But once again, it goes back to the person.
Yep.
If you don't know your limit, then yes, it is distracting.
Gotcha. Now, do you think someone who plays video games daily would do worse than someone who doesn't play them at all? And I'm guessing, again, it all depends on the person. I mean, granted, I know people who play video games 18 hours and sleep maybe 4 hours, and they still do good on their studies. Well,
Yeah.
not specifically 18 hours, but they do play a lot. They play a lot more than like eating, sleeping, and studying for tests combined.
Yeah, like I said, that all goes back to the person. I mean, it's just knowing your limits.
Yeah.
You just have to know the balance between what you have to do and what do you want to do. And that's how the video games fall into what do you want to do. Studies fall into what you have to do. You find a perfect balance, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Gotcha. Now, since if video games do help students relieve stress and like help them study, what do you think what games do you think would help students out?
Study wise,
Yeah.
oh boy. Well, I'm not honestly sure because the games that I play are not really that educational.
Gotcha. It's more of releasing stress.
Yes, to relieve stress. And most games that college students would play are not, how can I say, educational. They're more stress releasers.
Yeah.
If you want educational, you might have to go to those pre-K games. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got you there. Or like most of us think of video games just like shooting, racing, car games, stuff like that.
Unless you get a computer game like Family Feud, Jeopardy.
Sims,
Yeah,
something like that.
Sims, yeah.
Recently just came out. I'm just throwing that one out there. Or Minecraft.
Yeah, the games that have make you think. But
Yeah.
I'll say at least 80 to 90% of the games for college students
Aren't
are
really
just,
educational.
yeah, it's just more like stress
Stress
releasers.
relieving. All right, and do you think gaming increases the number of people who drop out of college? Do you think it does it? Or is it just like one of the many factors that affects people?
I wouldn't even say it's a factor. As far as dropping out of college, I would just say it's all about the person's mindset, knowing if they can handle school or not. I don't think gaming would have a role in it.
Gotcha. All right, then, thank you, Morris.
Thank you.